everybody and welcome to our video. This is your back essentials video to help you through life keep your spine in line. Dave.
Kim, thank you. You might remember we talked in the workshop about the spine not being a straight line. It's a set of curves coming from your neck into your thorax where your ribs are attached, and then into the lumbar spine, this more vulnerable area here, which is where we see 70% of our patients. The lumbar spine is capable of lots of different movements, from forward flexion to back extension and side flexion, both sides, side flexion and forward flexion, back extension and flexion, as well as rotation all the way around. So it's a nice handy piece of kit to have, and we've got to look after it. So Kim, if you want to just lie yourself on the treatment bed here, and we're using this as a firm surface, so we don't really want to be doing these kind of exercises on a bed or a soft surface. It needs to be fairly firm. Lie yourself on your back, have your knees around about 90 degrees, and roll from side to side. Try and keep your shoulder blades on the bed. That's it. Yeah, in this case the treatment bed. Get a nice rhythm going. That's right, more like a samba than a waltz. Okay, Kim? Next exercise, pull one knee onto your chest and then alternate. Next one, good. And do that maybe 6-7 times on each leg. And when you've done that, a double leg lift, knees onto your chest, bring your head up towards you. And what you're doing there is you're opening up the lumbar spine, giving it a nice piece of relief. That's quite nice when you've got some back pain. So if you turn over, what we want to try and do then is to oppose that movement. And as we've already demonstrated, the spine goes forwards, backwards, sideways and round. What we're trying to do now is to oppose the movement in which we seem to spend most of our lives. We seem to spend most of our lives in flexion, sat down, getting tight hip flexors here and stretching our back, sat on our bums with our curve in our lumbar spine here flattening. We don't want that. So this is a great exercise for giving you back pain relief, using the arms and the shoulders to do all the work and get a nice C shape in that lumbar spine. Another great exercise, which I'm sure Kim has had you doing in her classes, is humping and hollowing. Okay, where she keeps that lumbar spine nice and curved in its neutral position, and then using her strong abdominal muscles and her strong spinal muscles, she's able to control the movement of the spine up and down. Next one, very good for posture, very good for spinal stability, and I'm sure she's had one or two of you balancing these balls on your spine as well. What this is demonstrating really is that her spine is staying in a very neutral position, in that nice natural curved position, and it's the abdominal muscles around here that are wrapping a big strong belt around her lumbar spine, that vulnerable area, to keep it nice and strong. And finally, one of the best core exercises, a lot of the stuff we do with the sports guys, but everybody can do them, to try and strengthen those core muscles, your abdominal muscles around the front, is a plank. Okay, Kim's demonstrating it quite properly here. People do tend to get this wrong, and Kim's demonstrating now you can get it wrong, and that will give you more backache. Best thing to do is try and keep yourself in that neutral position, as you would do when you were standing up, nice and straight, with your shoulder blades in your back pockets, as I know she keeps referring to. So that's a really good position to get yourself into at the end of doing your routine of exercises, twice or even 3 times a day. And I would increase the amount of time that you're spending doing this. If you can only do it for 10 seconds and hold it correctly, great. If a couple of days later you can do 15 seconds, fantastic. And as you get stronger, you'll build up your time and you'll end up getting to a minute, promise you. And once you can get to a minute, you know that you've got pretty good control over these lumbar and abdominal muscles here, the core muscles. So for now, it's only taking a few minutes. They're really easy to do. Do them first thing in the morning, do them last thing at night, and if you want to do a few during the day as well, great. the more movement and the more mobility you can get into those joints, the nerves, the tendons, the ligaments, and everything that's surrounding your lumbar spine, and the more you can ease off those positions that we get into on a daily basis at our desks and at our computers, then the healthier your lumbar spine is going to be, and you'll stave off requiring any treatment from people like me. So for now, Kim, I think that's it.
Great.
Is everybody happy?
Okay, that's it, folks. So keep moving, keep strong, and keep your spine in line with Kim and Dave.
Yes.